Hey, it's Paris. You know, I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
After just 7 days, 96% of Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream users saw reduced wrinkles and diminished dark circles. Shop now at Sephora and discover how change can happen in the blink of an eye. Consumer tested by 110 women.
Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. My guest for tonight's in-studio spirit reading is Lesley. Lesley, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
I am wonderful. Thank you.
I have a few things to share with you that were coming in beforehand. First, I set an alarm to give myself plenty of time to prep. And as soon as that alarm went off, oh my gosh, my body temperature dropped and I got so cold. And I love to take the opportunity to say my personal PSA is that cold does not mean evil. It just means a lot of energy. And that's how spirit shows up for me. But I also want to ask, was blankets important at some point? It just feels like it came in with this nurturing feeling of wanting to take care of you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When strong energy comes in, that's usually when, I feel the temperature. But it was so strong. And when we got on the call together, I keep seeing this halo of light out of the corner of one of my eyes, which does not happen. So I just want to share that with you as well, that I'm just getting this. I wouldn't call it an orb because it's more of like a halo ring. It just happened to me again. And again. And I like to share those things when they come in.
That actually has been happening pretty frequent here lately. But I wouldn't say it's a halo, and I wouldn't say it's shadows. I would just say it's little glitches of things. Oh. And it's not even anything that surprises me now. Mm-hmm. I'll just casually look over like it doesn't startle me.
Yeah. It's almost like it's trying to get my attention. Okay. The feelings that are coming in first for you are, there's this wanting to take care of you. There's a lot of love. It's kind of, yeah, they want to take care of you. Can I ask if this is a romantic thing? Because it's just coming in so intense. From there, I would say it since it feels so nurturing, I'm wondering if and friendship is coming in as well. Is this a mother figure?
She has called herself my mother. So I believe this would be my grandmother. And she would tell my mom, that's my daughter. I had the labor pains.
Okay. This feels like an intense relationship. Like she was very focused on you. And that's why I asked about the romantic thing, not to make it weird. Mm-mm. But I usually don't see this intensity, like this 2 peas in a pod type of intensity. I see you smiling. But she's like, that's what we are. And it feels, it's not invasive, but it's very intense. Is how she's coming through. Okay. And let me describe her. I'm trying.
Oh, just let it out. It's true.
It feels like, let's cause some chaos type of energy.
Yes.
You'd agree with that?
Yes.
Nodding your head quite a bit. Also, what was causing me a little bit of hang up was not liking the definition, not liking the labels. I didn't want to, don't define me like that. Don't, that kind of attitude, to the point where I'm like, come on, it was almost this game of snarkiness of, oh, you're trying to figure it out. Oh, you're trying to figure it out.
Yes. It's like you know her.
She's coming in and she's like, I get the attitude of throwing the boa over the shoulder of, no, you can't define me. And then I get this vibe of like, loudness is okay, music is great, self-expression. I could imagine her being amazing on stage if that had ever happened, because she knows herself so well. And it can be really entertaining, but I don't think I'd want to be on the bad side of this.
That's the entertaining part. I've never seen her perform, but it was always entertaining if someone were to cross her. So, and there was no coming back from that. So that was animated.
Yes. I wrote down organization skills are there, but pushy energy. And it's that whole, let me take care of this for you. I know the best way, just let me do it. Lots of love for you, though. Lots of love for you. And another image, the first thing that was coming in was like a bright sun, that she's just this light, and it's warm and welcoming because there's this love for you there. There's also this feeling of, I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to go outside. I can't wait to do things. I can't wait to go out and experience the world. And with that, she was coming in with some encouragement for you to do the same. And oh my gosh, what a talker. The feeling that's coming in with her is that she wants to be supportive and offer you advice. It feels like she was the one you turned to. And to not have that anymore is a loss for you, and it's really hard. And of course, she wants to offer that. Oh my gosh, this light thing. She wants to offer that you can still feel her.
Oh yeah,
and that she is still there. And when you get the inspiration in your head, that advice, just trust it and know that it's still her. It's just a different relationship now, because she's not physically here. Yeah, she wants you to do all the things, and she wants you to have that confidence. She wants you to really just know yourself. Not everyone has to command a situation, but we can be really good at influencing through knowing ourselves and bringing our own energy in. So don't let anyone ever bulldoze you. She's wants to encourage you that you're a sensitive individual, so it's easy to feel them, and then you lose it. You feel like you lose your perspective in it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, a lot.
She's like, it's completely okay to be a sensitive individual. If anything, she's saying, feel everything. That's what we're here for. Feel everything. But the issues are when we feel everything and we absorb it and it becomes us, we lose our sense of self. And it's hard to navigate out of that. So if you can recognize that that's what's happening, you can always, okay, what do I need to do to reset? How can I make this not mine anymore? Because it's not yours, right?
Yeah.
When you are on your own without like the other people, really get in touch with yourself. And those can be just the smallest little rituals or learning to know who you are. Oh, do you ever journal? She's bringing up journaling. She's like, journaling might be good for you.
I have. I have thought about it, but I just don't know where I would find the time. And I honestly don't have a lot of time for myself.
Yeah.
And so that is my first speed bump, if you will.
Yeah.
So I just have to force myself at least an hour out of the day or every other day.
Yeah. And it could also be like 4 15-minute breaks.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a solid block of time. But one of the first things she was saying before you even got on, she's like, watch your point of view, where your emotional levels are and how it's skewing things for you, what your focus. If we focus on the negative, all we're going to see and feel is the negative. And she's also saying you work too hard. You're always at it. You're always at, and life can be that way. It absolutely can be that way. But when it starts dragging down our energy and our spirit, it's time to like really try and just first even asking yourself what you need is really important. And because sometimes we don't even know that. If you had 15 minutes, what would you do with it? You don't have those answers yet. So you got to start there with, if you don't know what you need, start with, what do I need to feel?
Yeah.
Do I need to feel warmth, emotional warmth? Do I need to feel safe? Do I need to feel supported and validated? Those key emotions are really important. You can also ask yourself, like, what am I feeling that I don't like? Do I not feel safe? Do I not feel supported?
Yeah.
You can play with those opposites to figure out what you need. And then you can start in small ways trying to give that to yourself. Because ultimately, one of the biggest lessons we can learn is the only one who can manage you internally is you. We love the external everything, and that's where we go looking for it's the barometer of our world and who we are and how we feel. But ultimately, if something pisses you off or makes you feel good, how you manage it internally is all up to you. No one can reach in and fix it,
Yeah.
But also how we react to things and how we respond to things, all of that, it's internally. And to me, that gives your power back. When we expect someone else to change or fix it, that gives them the power because they may or may not do it. And then we're sitting there waiting miserably.
Yes.
Yeah. So take your power back. Don't let anything validate or invalidate you externally. Okay? Okay. I'm sorry it's been so hard. She's just saying again how the self-support is super, super important. And that's where you'll get, and all right. I think what I'm going to do, all right, let me bring up a couple other things first before I do this. One of the things that flashed through my brain was, have you ever seen like those little snarky memes that are like 1950s style? Like sometimes it's a drawing or a little talking head, and it'll have like a little snarky thing on there, like it's wine o'clock somewhere or something like that.
Yes.
That kind of humor was coming up.
We would sit down, even though she had a good sense of humor when it comes to things like that. I really enjoyed sitting down and looking at the comics with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she would explain, like, when I was younger and didn't really understand some of the humor, she would explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's interesting that came through.
I love to ask for visuals because I just love visuals.
Yeah.
And she brought up like it was an illustration, and like it's almost like when something like that happens, it's like every joke all at once. So I can't get the specific joke because it's of everything.
Oh yeah.
But for you to understand that like this is funny, this is a funny situation, and it's illustrated. That's great. It's absolutely great. And I also saw a pie, which makes me wonder if she baked.
Oh yeah. I actually took one of her recipes and had it, like her handwriting placed on a tea towel, and I saw it in my closet earlier, and I thought to myself, I really need to frame that and put it in my kitchen. But it was of pecan pie.
Okay. Does it have like the dome on it? You know, the pie, it has the little dome, like the classic pie illustration. Is there a picture of it on there? Because that's what she was showing me. I just love to know how accurate, or if that's just a visual representation of what we're talking about.
There is an illustration. I'll have to go downstairs and email you a photo of it, because I don't want to say it is of a pie, but it's something.
Okay. Cool. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Wonderful. Okay. She's bringing up foundational issues. Normally, when I see something like that, it means something is foundationally not working. Does that make sense?
It could in a couple of ways, like foundation as in childhood, or
all the things.
all of it. So yes, on all of the things. I, as a child, wanted to just live with my nanny because I felt safe there.
Yeah.
For numerous reasons. And my parents just wouldn't allow me. And we lived right down the path from my nanny. So you could throw a softball to where my mom lived.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom just refused to let me live with her. But, so she was my safe place.
Yeah.
And as far as like relationship now, like my husband and I, we were both previously married. So anytime you go into a relationship like that, there's baggage. But we do, what is it? Preventive maintenance counseling. We call
That's great. That's great.
So like once a month, we will make it into a date night. We'll go and see a couples counselor. And we've been doing it for probably like a year and a half, 2 years, I want to say. We love it. But that does not make us perfect in any way. And I do get very emotional and intense when we argue.
Yeah. Okay. All right, first off, this is the image I'm seeing of you as a little girl.
Okay.
Like cut off shorts, barefoot.
Yes.
Running through the grass.
Yep.
And it feels like the airiness between the houses and the grass being a little wet. And are you in an area where there's fireflies?
Yes, there was, yeah.
There was. Yeah, all that imagery is kind of flooding in a little bit. And what should I say? Okay. She wants to offer this to your conversation. You get explosive because when you were little, you weren't allowed to express yourself.
1000%.
And it comes out now more rageful because you're dealing with that hurt. Mm-hmm. And she's saying that when we get angry, we're dealing with the thing we're dealing with right now, but it's also bringing up all that from your past, and it's like this tidal wave coming in. Mm-hmm. So if you can reassure yourself that you have the space to feel what you feel and it is valid, it could help dim those flames a little bit, to trust that and just take care of yourself, you know, and love the part of you that didn't get that attention when you were little, or wasn't allowed to express themselves, or your feelings were invalidated, or, you know, you were told you're too much, you know, or you can't be this way. So if you can spend some time getting in touch with that little girl part of yourself that didn't get what you needed talk to her now, be the person that you needed back then. And I feel like we can temporally heal ourselves that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Heal ourselves that way and at least be there for yourself and recognize that, sure, there are other ways to express yourself, but that's where it's coming from because it's just overflowing, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I feel it, yeah. It makes sense. I'm there.
And let me see. She's sorry she left when she did. The one other thing I wanted to bring up about your grandmother was, well, she's kind of bringing up like vibes of like wisdom and education. She was just a fountain of whatever you needed. But then there does seem to be this emphasis on education, but she's bringing it up.
My nanny was the only person that supported me to get an education.
Okay.
And when I got my bachelor's, I told her, like, you're the reason I did this, you know, like, I didn't need it. I was in the military, but, yeah, she was the only person to motivate me for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That completely lines up. That completely explains it because she even has the attitude now, never stop learning.
Those words exactly. And now my kid leaves in less than 2 weeks to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's hard.
Yeah, and I have one going to kindergarten.
That's hard too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, I have some messages that I wrote down for you that I would love to share before we get into ghost stories. Your Nan wants you to get out there. Like she just wants to circle back and say that, like, you gotta get out there. You gotta see the world. You gotta do all the things that your heart has a whim about, right? Shake it up. She's saying shake it up. She's saying cause some change. I think she's being soft there. I think she wouldn't mind saying cause some chaos. Mm-hmm. But she's saying cause some change. She's like, stop clenching and throw some glitter.
As I'm clenching.
Express your sensitive side. It is okay to have all the feelings, and you should express them. How we express them? Maybe that's up for debate, but being sensitive, completely fine. Feel all the feelings. We're not meant to censor ourselves. We're meant to express ourselves in constructive ways, yes, but express your sensitive side. Explore your creativity. It would be a great way for you to get those emotions out there. Just go for it. She has this energy of just wanting to get out, like wanting to get out of the house, get out of the town, get out of the country. It's like, how far can you go? Don't ever feel stifled. If you're feeling stifled, you got to give something to yourself. Mm-hmm. Does that resonate for you right now?
So my nanny never graduated high school. She married young, and she never got to go and do things. She never got to even take a proper vacation. Yeah. So because of that, she would encourage me to go and do. And when I told her I joined the military, she was really, really sad, but she was excited for me to get out and go do things that she couldn't do when she was my age. And she's always been they're like encouraging me. Like, even though I hate to see you go, I am so proud of you. And just have all the fun, just watch your back kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Be safe, but go for it, you know?
yeah. And she would say, watch your back, but don't take no
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She sounds like an absolutely wonderful person. And what a force. Oh my gosh. What a force.
Indeed. Yeah. And you may or may not want to leave this in. If you want to, that's totally fine. I don't care.
Okay.
But I just want your opinions and thoughts.
Okay.
If you pick up on anything. I've been told by my mother multiple times that she was into dark magic. She just hid it. But I never got that feeling from her. Now, they didn't get along, and that's when she passes, we'll have that conversation. But I've heard from someone else that she was a practicing witch, and she wished that she had the time or took the time to teach me. So, like, I just want to know if you pick up on any of that, or if it's just horseshit, or if you pick up on anything at all.
No, I love this conversation because you're she has opinions. She's like, first off, that was completely misunderstood. She's showing me like the sun. You said dark magic, and she's showing me the sun again. There are so many ways to persecute a person because they're not following what you were taught to follow, and something that, or just something that someone is not comfortable with at all. And she's angry about it. And she's just like, people need to not stick their nose in something they don't understand.
Yeah.
She might not feel that way now, but that is her attitude towards it when she was here.
Right. So, growing up in backwoods South Georgia, we obviously, anything that's not in the Bible is just of the devil.
Sure.
I didn't grow up in the church. I don't believe that. And like my nanny, she would do like hoodooey things and stuff like that. Like, put money outside, put water outside at night, let the dew fall on it, things like that. So little things like that, I still do and practice, and all of that stuff. Good spirits, bad spirits, whatever. So I feel that she was spiritual and not religious. Yeah. So anything my mom says about her, it goes in one ear and out the other. But because I had a former reading where they said that she was practicing, or she practiced, I'm like, okay, well, I want to know what, because maybe that's what I do by myself, you know? So I just didn't know if it was her like leading me into it.
Okay. What she's contributing to this conversation is that the feeling that you have, just that natural guidance, is what she had as well.
Okay.
And it didn't need to be defined, so you don't have to define it. And remember, one of the first things I said was she doesn't like labels.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to be defined. It kind of falls into that too. And let me go ahead and offer a label. That's eclectic magic.
Right. Okay.
Where you take what you want and you discard what you don't. And it doesn't have to follow any sort of rule or creed to it.
Right.
But it's kind of like, oh, that resonates with me. I'm going to do that. You know, or, oh, I'm feeling the need to do this. Maybe I'll research it a little bit and be like, yeah, that sounds right. I want to do this. Or, oh, it's a full moon. I want to do nothing. I'm tired. I know it's a full moon. I'll verbally acknowledge it, you know, but it doesn't feel like there's a certain definition to it or that it needs to be defined. And she just wants to encourage you to be quiet enough internally to get the nudges, the little tugs.
Yes.
You know, and connect with that first. If you can connect with that part of yourself first thing in the morning, that dreaminess of, hey, this world is just energy.
Right.
what energy do I want to contribute? What am I feeling in the flow today? That could do wonders. And at night when you're going to bed, like assess the day, call your energy back. Any energy someone gave to you, give it back to them. It's not yours. You don't need to keep it.
Yes.
And just those little things to start building fortification and building a habit would be really good. And it's amazing how easy it is to find judgmental opinions on the whole thing. Trust me, as a medium, I hear it. And it's like, you know what? I'm coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
And if you don't want that love, that's fine. I have lots of love to give to people. So like if your heart is in the right place, that's all that matters. But a lot of people like that reassurance of and community of something where like, this is what you should believe. Okay, cool. Now I know what to believe, and they find reassurance in that instead of checking it out themselves first, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I would love to be a medium. Absolutely love it. So jealous.
I truly believe that we all have this in us.
Yeah.
And it's just a question of what you're going to give your time and attention to, what's important. And 'cause I truly believe that if I'm like, you know what, I'm done, I'm hanging up my medium hat, I'm good, maybe some things would seep in, but I'd be living my life, I'd be living my 3D life, doing my 3D things and using my nervous system for that, not making room.
Right.
But sometimes, they break through in other ways. But it doesn't necessarily have to be this specific,
Right.
But I like to, I love to be there for people. I love being here for you and being there for spirit. And it's just, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we end our session, do you have a personal ghost story that you would like to share?
Yes.
Listener ghost story.
So, I have a friend who is a psychic medium, and the first time I met him and his family, they were visiting town, and they invited me to tag along with them to go to this very popular place here in San Antonio that's usually open up for private tours and like weekend farmers markets type places. And it's been on several of the typical ghost shows like Ghost Adventures and things like that. I had never gone there, but I was so excited to go with my friend. Let's call him George.
Okay.
So I meet George there, and he's friends with the owner of this place. Like, oh my goodness, I get to have a personal tour by the owner. It was so over the moon. And I get to have my own private medium with me. I won the lottery. So I took my daughter with me, and we pull up, and I remember I had this like ghost app on my phone. I'm like, well, what better time to play with it? So we're waiting in the parking lot. I pull it up, and I just pan the camera across the yard, and I see a table with two chairs, and in one of the chairs there was a stick figure. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. And it looked like the individual was sitting in the chair. I'm like, oh, it's just an app. Well, luck would have it, George and his family pull up, and he's pointing at the chair, and he's like, there's a soldier sitting in that chair. I'm like, oh, this app is amazing. So we were waiting outside. He was walking around with his notebook, taking notes and stuff. He's working on a book. And I'm walking around with his wife and their daughter. I believe she was maybe 4 or 5 at the time. So she became my new little best friend. We were reading books. And then the owner calls out, like, hey, George, y'all come on inside. So his wife and daughter and we took her on the offer. We go in, and he's still walking around the huge outdoor, like, front lawn area. Well, I walk inside and I'm just amazed, just in awe. I'm like, I was not expecting this. And I only walk in the front door, and when you walk in, it's a huge, like, grand room, if you will. And there was one sofa in the middle of the room, and on the other side of that was this gorgeous fireplace. So I have my hands on the back of the sofa, looking at everything, facing the fireplace. And I felt something on my leg, and without even turning around, I just reached my hand off to my side, like, hey baby, what's going on? I thought it was their daughter. When I looked and there was nothing there, I looked towards the wife on the far side of the room and said, hey, where's your daughter? Oh, she's over here. She was, like, behind the chair over where she was at. Okay, so she saw that look on my face, like I was really confused. She walks to the door and she has to yell for her husband so he could hear her. So there was no way he could hear the conversation that just happened between us. So he comes inside, and before he even crosses the doorway, he said, you've made a new friend. And I'm like, what is said friend? He said, there's a cat laying next to your foot. I'm like, oh my goodness. That is so sweet. But it felt it wasn't like a quick touch. It was like a whole leg graze. I just felt so, I don't know, lucky that the cat chose me. Like, nothing else messed with me. Not the doll in the cabinet and, whatever else. It was the cat, and I did not want to leave that room. I just wanted to hang out with the cat.
Oh, wow. I feel like ghost cats are especially cool.
Well, cats are just super selective, I feel, anyways.
Yeah.
But out of all the ghost stories I'm lucky enough to have, I just think that one's the sweetest. So.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a really active location and well worth your time. And it's cool when we go looking for something and then we get the experience, because sometimes it doesn't. And how spooky and endearing at the same time.
I know, and I wasn't scared. Like, you know how you walk into a room and you have a really bad feeling? Well, that's kind of how this place is portrayed online. Like, oh, there was a battle that happened here and so many lives were lost. And I didn't get a single scary feeling. I wasn't hesitant to go in a room by myself. It was a beautiful experience, and I would be able to go back there by myself even. I could stay there. It was just comfortable feeling.
That's great. That's really great. I think that a lot of times when we're dealing with the unknown, it's super easy to jump to, oh, there's bad energy, or oh, it's a demon, or oh, all these bad things happen, so it's going to continue to happen. Where if you come in with more of an open mind and just see what's what, sometimes you get to meet a ghost cat.
I know. So now if I'm ever touched again and it's not a cat, I'm going to be pissed. Sorry.
The spiritual order is in.
Yes. Sorry. Do you have a cat? Are you bringing a cat? Then you're not welcome.
Criteria. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Lesley. This has been wonderful. Your grandmother, force of nature, so much love for you. Thank you so much for sharing this with me.
Thank you so much. Today's the anniversary of her death, and I couldn't have picked a better way to celebrate her. So thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. I'm so honored. I'm really moved.
No, Thank you. It means the world.
That concludes tonight's spirit session. If you're interested in possibly getting a free reading with me as a guest of the podcast, feel free to visit italktoghosts.com, or you can go to italktoghosts.com/readings to book a session for certain. There's also a discount if you're willing to share your reading as a guest on the show. But no pressure, one-on-one private sessions are available. Again, visit italktoghosts.com for all the details. Thank you and good night.
Hey everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Elizabeth.
We're sisters, wine lovers, and your hosts for the podcast Spirits Uncorked.
In Season 2, we're leaving the haunted waters of Lake Lanier in Georgia and diving into all new spooky stuff. Shadow people?
I've seen them.
Haunted military bases?
I've served on one.
Local restaurants with ghostly reputations?
I work at one.
Okay, if something spooky doesn't happen to you, I worry about you.
The paranormal is my normal.
Plus, we'll sip and chat with horror authors, fascinating guests, and test out some superstitions along the way.
Knock on wood.
So uncork a bottle and pour a glass of the paranormal with us on Season 2 of Spirits Uncorked.
Get ready for sips, scares, and sisterly sarcasm.
Fear Daily is a podcast that takes you into the shadows of the past, unearthing the 1990s most terrifying tales of monsters, madness, and life after death. Discovered on a forgotten bulletin board server somewhere in Pennsylvania's Rust Belt, these stories are an archive of humanity's strangest encounters with the unknown as told by the people who experienced them. Written by Brennan Storr, creator of the Ghost Story Guys, and hosted by Brandon Scheck-Snyder of Southern Gothic, Fear Daily is your window into the dark corners of our world. Follow Fear Daily today on your favorite podcatcher to receive new episodes Monday through Friday each and every week.